morning. It's day 4. It was a little cold last night. About this cold. Got frost on the chairs. Thankfully we stole a blanket from Logan and Bailey. That made a big difference. Because 2-man sleeping bags are good, but they are a little drafty because there's a hole between the two of you. So having a blanket definitely helped that. Now we'll get some breakfast going, and then we're gonna get on the road and go see a gold mine today, or a gold dredge today. And we're getting set up for breakfast. Word of the wise, if you're gonna cook breakfast in the morning and it's gonna be cold because you're in Idaho in September, park the car the opposite way so the sun's on you when you're cooking breakfast because it's cold back here. A little trick, put pancake mix in Ziploc bags so you can add all the liquids to this, mix it, and then you cut it off like a pastry tube. I don't know, where do they put frosting on? Whatever they call that. And then you can just squirt it in the pan, you don't have to do any dishes. Works pretty good, because nobody likes doing dishes when you're camping. This is the Idaho people are talking about. We're up in the mountains.
It's so pretty.
Doing a little, we're like the back way to Stanley. So we went through Yankee Valley, went and looked at the gold dredge. It's closed for the season, but looks like every other dredge. Big, rustic, and probably loud as hell when it ran. So, and there's a big mine behind us. We're just working our way up the mountain. We're already at like 8,000 feet, so it's gonna get pretty tall. But it's just the start of day 4?
5?
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. 4 days.
4 days.
And then we're off to Stanley. We got an Airbnb tonight.
Woo-hoo!
Yeah, a shower. That'll be nice. Well, we are, let's see, there we go. We are one valley to the north of Yankee Valley. I mean, the views have been just amazing. And it was funny because I was driving and I'm like, you know, this isn't that bad. Like, you could do it in a Honda Civic if you had a little bit of a lift. I mean, there's potholes where you just dodge the potholes, you'd be all right. And I was thinking about some people that, you know, oh, you gotta be careful, pay attention. Like, well, obviously, I mean, if it's sheer cliffs on the side, you don't wanna go down them. And just as I'm thinking that, dude, 2 concrete trucks come passing me on these switchbacks, and it made me laugh because I'm like, people will be like, oh, you know, be in 4-wheel drive, have all-terrain tires or mud terrains, maybe. And like, dude, calm down. People are there's a ranch at the end of this road, so people have been driving this thing back and forth with horse trailers. This just makes me laugh that people get so serious about stuff. Like, obviously you don't want to die. Obviously nobody wants to die, so they're gonna pay attention too. No need to say it. And here I am talking about it. But anyway, we're in the next valley. It's going really well. It's starting to change colors up here. It's like 70s in the day, getting down to well, it frosted last night, so, but been a good drive so far. Real smooth, no big deal. We're gonna be do another climb and then we drop down into Stanley. Well, yeah, we made it to the top. I think that's probably a fire cabin up there at the top. The road's right over there, but we got lucky. mean, there's been forest fires all summer. And you can just see mountains as far as you can see. All the way around. That's nice.
That's nice.
That's nice. And the weather's perfect. And it's gonna snow here in a couple weeks, I'm sure. Because there's already snow on the backside.
Yep.
Up there. But no snow down here yet. Soon though, I'm sure it's coming. So.
Mwah.
Love you.
Love you too.
Alright, I'm not even sure why we wasted our time taking a video way down there when you could drive all the way to this thing at the top.
You didn't know there was a road, that's why.
She's not lying. If it was hiking, I probably wouldn't have. One day, but not today when she's that pregnant. But the fact that you can drive to the top of the mountain makes Idaho even cooler. So, but check this out. Oh, and she hit me in the head with a snowball. Yeah, that's nice. True love.
I hit you, I'm sorry.
How sorry? Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, enough to say you're sorry. Okay, so not only are all the trees, well, the tree down there, right? None of them are straight. Check those things out, right? But they have a come along and a chain binder to hold the door shut. And steel cables going down to the rocks to hold the roof on. That's how windy it gets up here. Pretty nuts. But, I mean, I get it for the views. So this is the Pinion Lookout. Pretty sweet. Somebody's even cut all that firewood for you. Steak Diane, one of my wife's favorites. So, oil and hot as you can get it. Ribeyes. I like them rare. She's like more medium rare. So I'll pull one for that. Cut off some of the fat to render it down. Next, deglaze the pan with vegetables and beef broth. Beef stock reducing. Onions and mushrooms are almost done. We'll deglaze the pan with some bourbon. And mix those together, make a little bit of a gravy, and put them over those delicious steaks. Beef stock and a little bit of milk in there. We're gonna let that reduce just a little bit. Got some cornstarch in these little like medicine pill bags. You can buy them on Amazon, like 10,000 at a whack. Been pretty handy. Tape the top. Cornstarch is a mess, and it gets in the zipper part, and you cannot ziplock it shut. So, anyway, see you on the next step. Okay, presentation. Not 100. You're probably like, Jeff, you could have cut it in strips and had it all laid out and look real pretty. That sounds really good, except for we're camping. So we're eating with the ubiquitous spork and knife combo thing. So you can't cut it. So, and we're on paper plates. So we just cut it up in bite size and throw it on. Does it look the best? No. Does it taste the same? Hell yeah. And the most important question, does it taste good?
It's so good.
So good. I don't. And for the price, and it's in one pot, we eat it out of the pot because we don't want to do dishes and paper plates don't hold up to gravy.
Yum.
Good morning. Today is Tuesday, September 29th. So we are in Stanley. So I just got this morning. We got a little cabin last night in an RV park. Get a shower, do a little laundry, sleep somewhere warm. It was just a nice change. But Stanley this morning, it's a chilly bird today. But got the car started, got the heater on. So I'm gonna show you around a little bit. It's a pretty special place. I get why people want to live here. We got the fog in this morning. Everything's frosted over. Sawtooth Mountain Range. Cows everywhere. Pretty special place. I get why people like it. Well,
Made it to Stanley Lake.
yeah, the mountains and the super clear water. Good call. Good little diversion. I mean, we were only camped maybe a mile from here, so wasn't too big deal. Now we're headed up towards MacKay. Probably get there tomorrow sometime and start working our way back, sadly. Back to our real life. It's the worst. Vacations were $1,000 a week, we'd consider staying a lot longer. So,
I don't think it's been that expensive this time.
No, it's been better than Alaska.
Yeah.
This is the side of forest fires that no one ever talks about. So I don't know how long ago the fire came through here, but it is just loaded. Thousands and thousands of little pine trees coming up, and they'll thin out as they lose sunlight because the one will get taller than the other and take more of its sunlight. But still, I mean, I get forest fires are destructive, but a lot of it's management. But there is a good side, and it does come back better, healthier, stronger, just as far as you can see. 3 to 6 foot tall baby pine trees coming up everywhere you look. There is hope. Don't lose faith. We are out of Stanley, headed north to MacKay. We're probably just a little north of it, but we gotta come north to cut west to come back down to MacKay. But found this sweet creek coming down, big old boulders. My wife is stacking Karens, and the fire is right there. So they were having some road closures earlier, so we're trying to get north. So we're gonna kind of push it a little late tonight, try to get further north, get away from the fires so we're not in anybody's way and not in our own way. So anyway though, views are pretty amazing. Fall colors are great. Now that we're down to like 5,000 feet, 5,400 feet, consistently we've been like 7, so fall's come and it's starting to leave, and here it's just starting to pick up, so we got lucky. So we just rode through Yellow Pine, Idaho. I didn't know that gem existed. That place is awesome. Super small, I didn't want to film in there. I mean, there's just people hanging out, it's a real small community. I mean, there are some commercial enterprises there, RV parks and cabins and stuff, but just didn't feel right. But just be on your list. The drive in and out is amazing. So, I mean, I'm sure they appreciate the business too, because it's a real small community. But the Johnson Creek they got running through and all the granite and the canyons, it's amazing. Amazing, amazing. So, definitely something to check out if it's on your list of coming to Western Idaho.